He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
When we're up. Great work, huh?
Well, he's just taking a big breath, and here we go again. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
A score with that right uppercut. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze and the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
And he scores with the counter. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Those counter punches have to hurt. See a jab from these two. A very... Oh, wait a minute! Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Job back. It's boxing. Great round. Now relax. Good man. You stay focused.
Win the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot or anything.
Get your mind back in the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you're getting back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
Now, go out there and finish it.
Let's get it started in round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice job to block that uppercut. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. These two fighters are made for one another. Missing with that jab. The scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't you?
Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. Can't miss it. Yeah, good work.
Don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you're getting back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back and go.
Hurry up a little bit. You can't figure it out. Good work.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's a counter shot. Nope, that jab not going to score. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamourweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what lights our history books.
And down goes Daniel Jacobs. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in...
1, 2, 3, 4.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the reset.
Get it back.
Time for the 5th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
He blocks the uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Incredible work rate. Tried to score with a jab. Perfect counter shot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Knockout victory. That is, Todd, Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
Can't disappoint.
Come on, you're switching off. Come on, let him back into the...
And back.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight, and now you've let back
Hey.
in.
Tired. About to beat Muhammad Ali.
you doing? You switched off completely. Get your mind back.
Do your business.
You let him back into the fight that round. I need
Back.
That's it. When he comes back in, throws a jab, slip, left hook. Now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. Now,
Let's do it.
okay, let's reset. Switch stance. on, you're better than that. You've done all your work.
I ain't got no more tools. Yeah, man.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch to southpaw. All right, let's reset. Switch stance. Keep doing what you're doing. This is good work. What's that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up. You've got complete...
He is the... You've heard of people... Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali. His fights against George Foreman. Scoring hook. Good-looking jab. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter shot. They exchange punches. Their trilogy will live forever in boxing lore, but can they add another epic chapter to their story here in this one?
Again, this is history in the making. This is what we write our fight game about. These two guys are the ultimate warriors.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Catch and shoot. Which fighter will say no mas? That jab doesn't score. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work out there.
And there's the bell for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The jab doesn't quite connect. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. That hook, oh, right there. Joe Frazier is in trouble. Good defense from Frazier.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Just misses with that jab. He misses with that jab. They're both trying for a knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next.
Let's get it started in round three. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
thrown to the wind. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. There's a counter shot. Throws the jab but does not score. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. That hook just can't find the target. A perfect counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end? Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been impressed.
Come on.
And there's the bell for round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The perfect counter lands. Punch caught him clean. This fight has a real good flow to it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? These two fighters are made for one another. Good counter punch. Counter punches have to hurt. And he misses with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These punches coming from every angle. Missing with that right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about...
Back into the fray here in round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That jab doesn't find a home. Good job stopping that uppercut. caution being thrown to the wind. Punch, counter punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
It's all offense all the time. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. The game plan does not focus on what you're doing. Let's start the sixth. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He misses with that jab. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And he scores with the counter. A swing and a miss with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart, that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it at every round.
Tyson.
This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
What a night it is. You can hardly hear yourself speak. The atmosphere, the people at ringside. This is ridiculous.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. That counter punch caught him clean. They exchange punches. And that jab just missed with the left hand. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That jab doesn't find a home. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter shot. If their first 3 fights against each other were any indication, this is going to be a barn burner.
Oh my gosh. Come on. This is that fight.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. And down goes Fury. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. Here we continue.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe-for-toe, or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. They're trying.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering
switched off completely. Switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight. Now you're going back into it. Now, let's go. Keep doing what you're doing. This is good work.
That's it. Set it up with a jab, though. Set it with a jab, and then look for your power shot.
Clever. Be clever what you're doing. Come on, do you want to win this fight? The fight's not over yet. Let's fight. Come on, be smart.
Dolphins, stingrays, whales, oh my, and throw some boxers in there as well. We're underwater at the Atlantis. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend?
Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight hit. Frank True.
This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure to be in. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. A perfect counter shot. Caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice job to block that uppercut. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Just misses with that uppercut. The jab not finding its target. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. The straight right just misses. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
Welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as we are live during Riyadh season at the Kingdom Arena. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd.
Here, Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time. Pensacola.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. That punch landed. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good defense there to stop that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? You believe what we are seeing. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. Here we go. It's round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut will probably come in handy.
Rough out the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp. Concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Good counter punching. That counter shot lands. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Perfect counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
On to the third. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't up. Hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
That uppercut's blocked. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? There's a counter shot. He misses with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Well done with that counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. Just missed with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Butterbean. There's the bell for round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And down goes Jones Jr. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're out.
So time to go celebrate after a... Welcome to the very mysterious theatrical venue that is Cambrian Hall. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time. It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the Brown Bomber.
This bout is scheduled for 8.
You can tell both of these. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Hit him with a left jab. Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter shot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Nice counterpunch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones. On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Good-looking right hook, but that was blocked. Misses with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominant.
There's the bell to start round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. This is the dangerous fight.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Joe Louis in trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
It's a real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Can't land that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in your guess.
Back and forth they go. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. He misses with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The Brown Bomber in some trouble. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. And there's the bell for round 5. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Misses with that uppercut. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. They exchange punches. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Missing with the hook. Not a lot of punch punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Not a lot of defense here at all. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... There's the bell to start round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch caught him clean. We wanted action, and they are delivering. You'd like to see more jabs. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
There's a counter shot. Nice defense on that right hook. Swing and a miss with the jab. Caution being thrown to the wind. Can't land the jab there. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice slip to avoid the jab. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
The jab not finding its target. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Get your focus back. Get that jab back.
Nice round. Good round. I like that from Pacquiao.
And there's the bell for round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
A perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. That counter shot lands. Nice job by him to block that jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket them.
Punch, counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That uppercut can't get through. The perfect counter lands. They both want a highlight reel knockout. And down goes Jones Jr. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. We will continue.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.